Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. So today I will discuss about the course overview that will be covering in our class. All right. So हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे जो भी हम कवर करने वाले हैं हमारी जो अपकमिंग क्लासेस हैं, ठीक है, जिसमें हम पूरा डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करेंगे हाउ वी कैन डिप्लॉय and configure Sophos firewall from scratch. Okay, later on we will go with the troubleshoot steps. Okay, and we also use Sophos firewall as a cybersecurity device. All right, so as you can see, this course, I will give you the overview of Sophos Firewall, how you can become a Sophos Firewall engineer, or you can say Sophos Firewall administrator. So this course is designed for technical professionals who will be demonstrating Sophos Firewall and provides an overview of the product, including an introduction to major capabilities and core configuration concept. So if I will be sharing this PDF that we will be covering up. All right, the topics are as below. Before that, I would like to share the duration of this course. That will be approx 40 hours. It will take around 40 hours to explain this course. I will be guiding you everything related to Sophos Firewall and its products. Okay, this course will be conducted on every Saturday, Sunday. This will be weekend batch, and we will cover 40 hours for that. All right. So as you can see, our objective for this course would be explaining how Sophos Firewall help to protect against any security threats. All right. So we will make the configuration uh, as per the best practice provided by Sophos. That will help us to protect any type of threat, attack, okay, or ransom attack and so on. तो हम फायरवॉल के बारे में हम जानेंगे, फायरवॉल कैसे काम करता है, कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर किया जा सकता है, ओके, डिप्लॉयमेंट के लिए. एंड देन यस ऑफ कोर्स वी इन केस अगर कोई भी टाइप का अगर इशू रिपोर्ट होता है, हाउ वी हैव टू हैंडल दोस विद इन SLA टाइप. तो कैसे उसको हैंडल करना है विद इन द टाइम फ्रेम, हाउ टू फिक्स एनी टाइप ऑफ इश्यू और एनी टाइप ऑफ न्यू रिक्वायरमेंट or any type of project you can deploy with the Sophos firewall. So we will see how we can configure firewall rules. Okay, generally focus करेंगे firewall rules, okay, and policies. So ज़्यादातर policies create की जाती है. All right, so we will discuss about different type of policies that are available on Sophos firewall. कौन सी policies कहाँ पे लगानी है, किस लिए लगानी है, जैसे वेब फिल्टर policies है, application filter policy है, IPsec policies है, ठीक है. तो जितने भी policies हो गए हम सारे discuss करेंगे classes में. And user authentication. All right, so we will be focusing on around the authentication as we are in the cyber security. Yes, of course, without authentication, it is not possible to achieve the objectives. So we will also demonstrate threat protection and commonly used features. So I will show you how the threats are being blocked. Okay, which type of policy are used to scan the traffic and help us to block any type of viruses or any type of latest malware threat. Okay, any type of latest attack that are being we will demonstrate those under Sophos firewall. You can also compare the Sophos firewall and rest of the firewalls which is available in the market. How those firewall help you to deploy and configure and block any type of threat, okay, without any extra team or knowledge. All right, so just we have to Sophos provides actually plug and play policies where we don't have to have in-depth knowledge or a very big team. We don't need any big team or specialized team to handle the products. So Sophos, and we will compare Sophos firewall with the rest of the firewall with the Palo Alto and FortiGate, Cisco, and we'll see how Sophos firewall can be deployed not only for in purpose of the network architecture, but also for the protecting against any type of latest cybersecurity threats. So we will begin with the performing the initial setup of the Sophos firewall. So we'll begin from the scratch. So we might be having the Chinese who will enroll this course might already working on Sophos firewall, so they do not doesn't have to perform the initial setup. But yes, from on in this class we will begin from the scratch. So we'll begin from the initial setup of the Sophos firewall. We'll configure the requirement as per the business needs. All right, so after taking this course, yes, of course, you have to take the online assessment. Okay, means you have to give exam. In exam, you have to you have to at least get 80%. Okay, and you will be giving. We will be providing you 4 attempts to get the exam pass. Okay, and I will guide you everything about the examination. Also, yes, of course, you will get if you pass the exam, you will get the certificate that you have already completed the Sophos firewall course. So who can join this course? Yes, of course, those who have already worked with the Cisco devices, okay, or any other networking devices till now. So we recommend that you should have the following knowledge and experience as well, like deep understanding of subnetting, and switching and routing. Okay, you should know about the static route, how to configure static route in any type of network device. Okay, so if you see firewall, they are also a network device as well as their security device as well, because it has advanced features as compared to the traditional routers, which perform only router and routing. So you should be aware about, yes, of course, static routing and some dynamic protocols you should be aware, so that you can make the most use of the Sophos firewall. Okay. And then, yes, of course, you should have deep knowledge about if you have already configured many devices, network security devices, then this course is quite easy for you. And it is very easy to configure, and you can deploy it as compared to the rest of the product that are available in the market. Okay, so we will discuss a lot of things during this course. So we will be working on version 19 to 21, okay, or we will check all the firmware version. I will give you some details about the firmwares, the backups, and there are a lot of things coming up. But yes, of course, the first module, we have 12 modules here. So first module, we will be covering about some theory part. Okay, so where I will be sharing you the Sophos firewall overview. So we will discuss what is exactly the Sophos firewall, its features, why Sophos firewall you should deploy it instead of the other vendors firewall, or how you can propose if you're decommission the network devices, okay, how you can deploy Sophos ecosystem in the existing network company. Okay, or you can take the project, how you can deploy it. But before that, yes, of course, we will learn about what is exactly the Sophos firewall is and its features. Also, we'll look into the attack tail change, how attacker or hacker try to hack the existing organization. Okay, how we can break the attack tail chain provided with the help of Sophos firewall and its features. So, lot of coming up here. Then in the second part, so yes, of course, this would be theory part here, but we will start doing the practicals. We will focusing on more practical, so that before we go into the exact theory part, we will understand each and every thing. All right, and we can grab it in a better way. So second module will be deploying Sophos firewall. We will see what are the options available for deploying the firewall. So as you know that when we are doing, we have if we have already configured Cisco router that acts as a gate. So it has multiple other features also. So same way, Rest of the firewall, even Sophos firewall have deployment options like gateway mode. You can configure firewall, Sophos firewall as a gateway, or you can configure in bridge mode, or it is mix mode, or trap mode, or we can say as a discover mode. All right, we will see how we will see few scenarios where we will deploy this deployment, and we will be working on generally on the gateway mode on this lab. Okay, so first firewall will be as a gate for all the network devices, and we will discuss about common scenarios here. So yes, of course, we will register the Sophos firewall. Okay, so license would be free. You don't have to worry about the licenses. And I will discuss about the different type of license available, how it is from rest of the vendors like 48 or Palo Alto, because they don't have the common platform where every license is getting managed. And so yesterday we have talked about Sophos Central. So we'll be discussing about the licensing part as well, how we can easily manage the license where we don't have to worry about. Okay, so yes, of course, we will register with Firewall. And so first Firewall gives 30 days of free trial. All right, so we'll be using that free trials here in our lab. Okay, that would be the second. Now, in the third module, we will be getting started with the Sophos Firewall. So here I will show you how we can navigate and manage the Sophos file using the web admin console. So web admin console, GUI, web user interface, we will see where all the options are available to configure each and every policies, what exactly we can like objects. Okay, we will create the objects, IP objects, and so on with help of the web admin. Okay, so सारा कुछ GUI से okay, CLI हम use करेंगे. Yes, of course there is a CLI in case of troubleshoot or in advance. If you have to update with the advance command, we will see that scenarios. Mostly everything will be covering in the web admin. Okay, the GUI. So everything is in GUI. You don't have to execute the hardest command ever. So we will also see in the third module, getting started with the zones and interface on the Sophos file. So we will see the default zone that comes with the Sophos firewall. Okay, and what are zone? So we have LAN zone, okay, DMZ zone. We will see LAN, DMZ, and WAN zone. Let's say we will also configure Wi-Fi zone or server zone. So this way we will understand the zone configuration. So firewall is zone-based firewall. So that's the reason we are configuring zone. So we'll look into that in more details in upcoming classes. We will configure the interface on software. Let's say we have LAN and WAN, and so we'll configure the IP addresses, the interfaces of the Sophos file. All right. So introducing to routing SD-WAN to on of Sophos firewall. So we'll see how routing can be configured on Sophos firewall. I hope I can share the screen. Guys, I hope I just rechecking that I have shared the screen. Okay. Okay, so we will see the routing part with the Sophos firewall, the static one, and the dynamic routing. We will see if we can configure the dynamic routes, OSP, FPGP, and RIP. Also, we will configure the SD-WAN. Okay, so we will use the feature SD-WAN on Sophos firewall as well. Okay, it is also for routing purpose. So we will then configure DNS and DHCP on Sophos firewall. We will also configure certificates and managing those certificates with the devices that are getting access to the Sophos network. Then we will see traffic shaping with the Sophos. Traffic shaping, yani bandwidth management on the Sophos firewall on this model. On the fourth, We will get start with the firewall and net rules on Sophos firewall. So we will see how firewall rules and net rule associated with those firewall blocks. Okay. Plus we will see TLS description on firewall, how we can encrypt, decrypt the HTTPS traffic. In the fifth module, we will be getting started with intrusion prevention system. We will enable, we will see the policies, the existing policies, the default one that comes with the Sophos firewall. We also create our own intrusion policies to detect any malicious activities going on the network, and we'll scan the traffic. And yes, of course, we will get the reports for this. So we will also enable advanced threat protection on Sophos firewall, how it works, we will see in detail. We will also see how synchronized security heartbeat works with Sophos firewall as compared to the rest of the firewall compared to FortiGate firewall. Getting started with DNS protection, how we can use DNS, how we can protect our DNS requests with help of DNS protection, so for Sophos firewall. The sixth module will be starting with the site-to-site connection. Okay, so we will be connecting the head office and rest of the branch offices with the help of site-to-site connection. So traditionally, the common one is the IPsec. So we'll be using IPsec site-to-site from Sophos to Sophos. So we are assuming that we having the Sophos ecosystem. Our branch office also have Sophos file. But in this course, I will also help you how you can get advanced knowledge about IPsec and how you can establish the tunnel with any of the firewall in this world with help of Sophos firewall. In case there is a issue like tunnel is not up or ping is not working, the services are not working, and so on. So we'll fix with help of logs. So connecting site with Sophos firewall, we will be connecting all the site. We also have one another feature called SSL site to site VPN for Sophos firewall. This is also for connecting your head office and branch offices, but this feature is not available in the rest of the firewall. It is available on Sophos. It would be very easy configuration to meet the requirement so that we can connect our all the branch offices towards the head offices with the help of SSL site to site. Okay, and we also use, of course, site to site, IPsec site to site is there. So we'll demonstrate that those as well. We'll see what are policy based route and the tunnel based route with the IPsec VPN. We will see what is red here. So it is a Sophos product again, this which is used to connect a very small office to the head office, okay, without need of extra knowledge and configuration. Just we have to plug and play and it will get connected. Okay, the small branch office. Let's say that if there are very less amount of users available, 2 to 5, for example. Okay. Seventh, we will be working on the authentication. So I will be demonstrating the introduction how authentication works with Sophos firewall. We will configuring authentication server and services on Sophos firewall. So I will be using AD server, okay, for the authentication purpose. We also be demonstrating and doing few configuration with the Azure AD SSO if you want to authenticate those user Azure AD with the Sophos firewall. So yes, of course, we will be getting started with Sophos firewall authentication, and also we will enable multi-factor authentication on Sophos firewall. So let's say if the VPN user is getting connected, we will use the authentication. If the employees wants to get the internet, okay, they will use the multi-factor authentication on the captive portal. We will demonstrate those and we will see how it works. The eighth module would be web protection. So again, yes, of course, we will discuss the overview of the web protection and for how it works with Sophos firewall. We will create web filter policies to block the unwanted, unproductive website, and we will allow those websites which are needed. Okay, if everything is allowed, we will scan each and every website for any type of virus or malware. So we will be configuring different type of web filter policies. We will apply those policies on the user group or particular user. Right. And yes, of course, we also apply the quotas and bandwidth and amount of data transfer per user. Similarly, the ninth module would be application control, where we will be giving you again the overview of the application control, the application that can be scanned, where we can allow and deny as per our business requirement. Also, we can apply the bandwidth to the Sophos application filter. Then we will discussing about the remote access, that is the VPN. So we will be getting started with remote access VPN on Sophos Firewall, that we will be using SSL VPN and IPsec VPN to connect the remote users. We also use clientless access of the Sophos Firewall, where we don't have to install the particular VPN, but we can still access few services without installing the client for the remote users. Also, we'll see how ZTNA work with Sophos Firewall, how you can deploy ZTNA. We will discussing about what is difference between VPN and ZTNA on Sophos Firewall. Both are used to give the internal or the company resources from the remote side. Okay, if the user is working from home or anywhere, and if they want to access any resources, they can access via SSL, IPsec VPN, or CTN. We will discussing about wireless protection, as we are already protecting the wire network, so we have to protect our wireless network also. So Sophos has its own products. So I will be introduction to the wireless protection on Sophos Firewall, how we can deploy those wireless protection on firewall, and creating hotspot on firewall. This is only done with the help of Sophos wire products only. Okay, not for the third party. Then, yes, of course, 12th module will be logging and reporting. So running and customizing report on Sophos Firewall, managing logs, and we will get notification on Sophos Firewall. We will do all this configuration. So everything would be coming on mail or FTP. We will store it, we will see the report, we will analyze it, and we can take the action accordingly. All right, and then we have central firewall management. Yesterday, I have shown you the dashboard. So how we can make up and running, customize, where you can see the reports for Sophos Firewall, how we can manage logs and notification through Sophos Central. Okay, both ways. So yes, of course overview, how to find help from Sophos. So after once you are aware about Sophos Firewall, if in case still, if you find in case your configuration is fine, but still there is an issue, how we can get help from Sophos. So we'll see that. Yes, of course, if you have any require any further information on this course, please contact us at support@networkteams.com.